So here we have the Honda CR-V on a 17 plate. I'm going to firstly start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside of it from there. From the outside, you can see it's a 5-door car with tinted windows and alloy wheels. We're going to start off in the boot area of the vehicle, first of all. The tailgate on this car will open electronically, as you can see. As we approach the back of the car, you'll also see we have reversing sensors and plenty of boot space as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then, as I mentioned, we'll hop in and run through some controls from there. Now that we've done a full circle of it though, you can see it's in excellent condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials first of all. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter. We have the speedometer in the centre, and then over on the right-hand side, the fuel gauge and coolant temperature gauges. Within the speedometer, you can see the total miles for this car, or the trip computer at least. You can change the information that's displayed in that section using buttons on the steering wheel for various different trip computer menus, as you can see, and you can reset those should you be going on a longer journey. For example, you can now see all that information is reset, with the exception, of course, of the total amount of fuel you have left in the car, which will only change if you put fuel in the vehicle, of course. And the buttons I was using to do that are down here on the right hand side. We have our cruise control, speed limiter just here, our phone controls on the left hand side, and then stereo controls. The controls on the steering wheel will change the information that's displayed up on this screen just here. We have this second screen, which is where you'll control everything via the touchscreen just here. So firstly, your audio options, as you can see, you've got FM, long wave, medium wave radio, and DAB. Your CD player, USB input, iPod input. We've got Bluetooth audio as well. So loads of ways in which you can listen to your music in this car. You can get back to the home screen from there, where you can pair up your phone. It's also where you will access your satellite navigation as well. So you can obviously put in a destination or view the map, which you can see is a really nice clear color display. Really easy system to use, and on top of all of that, we also got this full color reversing camera as well. Below that screen, we have our dual zone climate control. You can adjust the passenger temperature, the driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in when you're happy. So just here for that. When you are happy with the settings, you can turn your air conditioning off and then back on again from there. Incidentally, to adjust these temperatures separately, you need to make sure sync is turned off. If it's on, the temperatures will adjust at the same time from here. So turn that off and you can adjust them independently. You can recirculate the air that's in the car as well. That's a great way of heating it up or cooling it down quickly, depending on the temperatures you've set. And you can put the whole system into auto if you wish to. The car will now take full control to maintain, which you can see it doing, to maintain the temperatures that you've asked for, and you can override that whenever you wish to. We have a 6-speed manual gearbox, and then down here we've got both heated driver seat with 2 different heat settings and a passenger seat again with 2 different heat settings. We have a 12-volt charging socket. This button turns off the stop and start. This car is designed to cut out when it's stationary in traffic to save you fuel. That system is off when that light shows, and then we have our cup holders and storage here as well. Last thing I wanted to show you is the panoramic roof that we have just here. So we have a sunblind that will open up, as you can see, from the middle outwards. The glass section itself is fixed in position, but as you can see, it lets in a huge amount of extra light to this cabin area. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at West Horsley Motors. We'd love to hear from you soon. It's a great way of heating it up or cooling.